Hi everyone, welcome to a demo video of my app called X2 Trading App, which is shown on the left here. Um, First of all, when the app will first require user to log in using an existing account or a completely new account. It's up to you, but I'm gonna try using a new account um, to show you what are some things that the app can um, require you to do when you initially log in. As you can see, test file example is not registered on the database yet. So try that. See, sorry, 6. This is password. Save. After finishing register, we will see another record over here in Firebase. That's 5. And after you finish logging in, you can see the username or your display name will be updated with the one that you entered previously. This is the email that you use to log in. Over here, you can change your username if you don't like the name that you already set up initially. Below here, you can also see account actions, log in, log out. Since you already log in, this button is disabled, and if you click on it, nothing will happen. But if you click log out, then to see the auto fragments, you have to uh, log back in. So, but if you already register, then you will not be asked to create a new password or like a new username again. So once you log back in, you can fully navigate between the different fragments of the app. Let's go to Market View. Market View will show you Market View will show you a special stocks. Sorry, will show you stocks within special categories. Um, and these are and it uses the API called Market Screener over here. And these are the special categories that I just mentioned, which is also the parameters of the API. These parameters are stored in the spin over here. When the user click on any of these value and click fetch, the app will make API call to this API. And API will return a raw response like this, and the app will parse this response and turn them into these result view, as you can see, and you can scroll down too. So I'm currently fetching the most actively traded stocks for the current day, as you can see here. But the one I'm interested in is to see is like the day gainers, to see which one has been going up the most for the current day. In here, I'm also sort by percent change and by ascending. But if you want to see like which stocks moved most for the current day, then you can click on this descending. Um, hmm, and sorry, you have to scroll a little bit to see. So, um, CleanSpark go up the most for the whole SPE for the whole 4,000 tickers by 17%. You can also sort by price, see which price, which ticker has the highest price that are within the day gainers get Equifax. Um, so yeah, that is day gainers. You can play around with the other parameters as well. Then insider view, once you have a ticker in mind that you want to see, you can go to insider view and like let's say if more interested in like the big Tesla, because Tesla they recently have a earning calls, so I just want to see what their financial data look like. Then I enter a ticker and it will display uh, this information for you. The current price, real time, right now is 12 a.m. or 0 a.m. So this real time price is not as of right now, but it's as of the closing price of 4 p.m. New York time. They also show you whether you should hold based on the analyst's recommendation. Um, the revenue, gross profit, gross profit margin, EPS, or earning per shares, debt to equity, return on equities. These are some ratio that I usually use to evaluate stocks. And this one, I think I use the card view display the data. This fragment will interact with the API over here called V1 stock financial data. It tag one parameters, which is also a ticker that you enter or that the user has entered. Once they click search, the app will make API call to this API, and it will return this result. The app will parse the result and display that in this card view holder. Below here, you can see a recent transaction from market. This one will display a mutual share um, state of all trade for that particular tickers. Right now, Tesla doesn't have any trade because I haven't and placed any orders for Tesla previously. But if you look up like another tickers, say Google, I made a few examples with Google for the past few days. Um, you can see beside the card view of the financial data, you can see like all the trades that the different users made over the past few days. So recent transaction for market, they used this Striker view to display the trade that other users made for this particular ticker, which is Google here. Um, the the row will display a username, like a user, sorry, the trade owner, the trade type, sell or buy order, and the timestamp or the time execution of the order. Um, Let me see if I need anything else. Yep, I think that's all for this fragment. Next is the order view. So since this is a completely new account, um, your portfolio is obviously empty. But in here, the search bar functions exactly the same way as the insider view. Um, Once the user enters the ticker, sorry, let's use Tesla. Once the user enters ticker, sorry, once the user enters ticker, it will reference this API over here to get the current price and display that over here. So which is going to be used to determine the cost basis or the buy price for the order. So in this card holder for the execution, you can see the ticker, the current price from the API, the quantity that you want to trade, um, total value of the trade is going to be equal to the quantity times the current price and the number of shares that you currently own. Um, since So let's say you want to buy $100 shares of Tesla. The total current value will be updated. If you click buy, a few seconds later, your portfolio will be updated. This one uses a recycler view to display, and each row represent a share or ticker that you own in your portfolio in in an aggregated way. Meaning if you buy another 200 shares or 300 shares of Tesla, it will not make a second row. It will be updated in this one row right here. So this row show you like a ticker price, sorry, the ticker, the number of shares you own, which also match with this row right here. Oh my God. Um, the price that you bought the price with and the current value of your portfolio using the current time. So right now, the market is closed. But if you try to use the app within 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. New York time, this price will be updated every second, as long as you refresh or like as long as you keep clicking the search here to update the ticket price, update the current price. This view also have another functionality to track your portfolio performance. Um, but before going to that, I'm going to show you the mutual shared state. So remember how Tesla didn't have like um, any transaction before, but now after you made two transactions, you're gonna see Wilbur, your current name, who's also the trade owner of Tesla. Um, Made two transactions around this time. My my PC is like 2 minutes behind the time, um so there's a lag over there. But you can see like a trade owner, the trade type, and this is the the mutable share state of the requirement over here. So let's now you try using a different account that I created a few days ago to try to see the portfolio performance tracking and the mutable share state more clearly. We can try to using this account as well. This is a password. Also, I forgot to mention that for the order view, it's okay to see like the whole fragment, but if you swipe down to refresh, it will be updated with your more current portfolio. This is the another account using fake@example.com. This is the current portfolio or the current shares that this user own. Um, Also want to note that let's say currently this app only support long buy and long sell. Long sell meaning you can only sell up to the quantity that you own. So for the ticker Ford, um, if you want to place the sell order of 200 shares, it will not let you do that because you only own 20 shares. But yeah, I'll show you the sell later. So the portfolio tracking, it calculate the current, like the average price times the shares minus the current price of the tickers. So for example, Ford right now, the current price or the closing price for the day was $9.65. Um, the price that you bought it with was $9.63. So the profit you made as of 4:30 or 4 p.m. New York time was 40 cents because 20 shares times 2 cents, that's what your profit is. Also, if you sell all the shares that you own, this row will be disappear. The row will be disappearing. So I don't like Morgan Stanley, so I'm gonna try selling all the shares I own from Morgan Stanley. 6.8. So, and give it a few seconds. And Morgan Stanley should be removed soon. Yep, there we go. Sorry, it's a bit lag over there. But yep, that's how you that's how this fragment can support buy, long sell, and portfolio performance tracking. For the immutable share state, remember Tesla, there's two transactions with Tesla from Wilbur. You just search again, even though I'm in like the every trader account, um, he, this user can still see Wilbur transactions, but the quantity is hidden, of course. Sorry, let me double check to see if I hit anything of a requirement. Yeah, so also like another thing that we want to mention is the order view. The portfolio will use the portfolio will use the user UID, the user UID to track or to map with the shares or the tickers that person own. So Wilbur cannot see the shares that a BitTrader own and vice versa. I think I have all the requirements for the demo video. Overall, um, the three major piece of functionalities that my app has is manipulating the UI through like complex layout by sorting by these sorting functionalities. The second piece of functionality is using third-party library to interact with these APIs over here. The third one would be the custom backend for portfolio tracking. This one, if you refresh it like every 5 seconds, this number will be updated. Like the profit, the loss will be updated definitely. And the mutable share state are reflected in this recycled view of the recent transaction from market over here. It is mutable in the sense that any user can update or like can update the rows in this recycled view by placing a buy or sell orders. So I think that will satisfy all the requirement of the video. So I hope you enjoy the demo video and thank you so much for sticking through. And I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you.